The music may offer a brief distraction inside a bazaar in northern Tehran, but for many Iranians, economic anxiety remains impossible to escape. Inflation has climbed above 50%, while the currency has fallen to a new record low. Shopkeepers say business has become more difficult, while shoppers say prices keep rising.
Well, prices have become much higher. Some factories we used to work with have completely shut down. Costs have risen so dramatically that they can't even continue production, let alone sell to buyers like us. Prices keep going up day by day.
Under the current conditions, unfortunately, prices are no longer changing monthly, they are changing weekly, and many goods are now moving toward daily price increases. Of course, this situation is difficult for ordinary people.
The government acknowledges that the war has worsened the economy, but it says the United States and Israel have failed to trigger widespread unrest over economic conditions.
We are in a state of war. After all the attacks against us, it was natural that we would face economic difficulties, and we have. But the presence and efforts of shopkeepers, traders, and ordinary people have frustrated the plans of our enemies.
The government has tried to ease the pressure by expanding subsidies and tightening market oversight, including measures targeting hoarding and price manipulation. But economists say uncertainty remains high as the United States continues its naval blockade and economic pressure on Iran.
In any case, the naval blockade has made Iran's oil exports more difficult compared to before, especially since the country was already under oil sanctions. What we are likely to see now is the use of alternative routes and methods such as Pakistani ports, rail transport, and oil exports to China.
Rising food prices are putting additional pressure on households, with many Iranians forced to spend more of their shrinking incomes on basic necessities.
War, blockade, and an ongoing internet shutdown are only bringing more economic pain onto the Iranian people. And the fear of more fighting only adds to the uncertainty to the country's economic outlook. But despite all the military and economic pressure, Tehran remains resolute. It says it will not back down from its red lines and will fight back if attacked. Reza Hatami, TRT World, Tehran.